Good morning, Coyotes, and welcome back to another episode of GMC. I'm your host, Max, joined here with
Arjun
and Guillermo.
On today's show, we asked you Coyotes what you would add if you could change the school curriculum, and Aiden is bringing us a new segment about laws around the world.
So get ready because Good Morning Castaic starts right now.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Welcome back, Coyotes. On today's topic of the week, our question on Instagram was, if you could change the school curriculum, what would you add? So me, I would like to add a culinary class. I think it would be really a good skill to have, and you can make fun and new recipes.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I think we need something like that for people in the future so they can have the skill of cooking. For me, I would say add a gardening class. I think that's a necessity for most people, and I think it helps out the community as a whole as they can learn new skills. So I think it's a great thing to have here.
Yeah, that would be cool. I also think maybe adding a fencing class would be pretty cool. You can learn a new hobby and something that they don't normally teach you at schools. So now let's go ahead and check in on what you Coyotes said on Instagram.
All right, so Project Astro said definitely more home ec. Classes like culinary, car repair, budgeting, stuff like that. I agree with this comment. I think it's a really good skill to have, and it will help you in the future.
Yeah. Ultra Yeater said he would like a gaming session to be added. I think that would be pretty cool, and that would be an interesting high school class, but...
Yeah, Brendan Riker said to add motorsports to sports curriculum, and I kind of agree with this. I feel like we need to add more smaller known sports here, kind of with the fencing idea. I think it's nice to have certain small hobbies get added to school so people can instead of just doing it at their house, now they have it at their school to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So thank you, Coyotes, for your comments, and be sure to answer our upcoming posts and to have your responses featured on GMC.
Now let's check it in with Jackson to see what you Coyotes said on campus.
Hi Coyotes, welcome back to today's Run and Gun. Today we are asking you guys what other classes would you like to see added to the school curriculum. Let's get to it.
Probably culinary. I know I like to cook. I know I love food. And I'm sure a lot of other students would like culinary,
Definitely skateboarding, because it's tough.
Culinary. Has to be culinary.
All right, what other classes would you like to see at the school and why?
I would like to see a cooking class.
I was also thinking a cooking class because I don't really know how to cook that well. So.
Okay. I was thinking pottery or ceramics would be fire.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I was also thinking cooking because I like cooking.
Yeah.
I think an auto tech class would be useful because it's a general skill that everyone should know.
All right, what other classes would you like to see at the school and why?
I'd like to add AP Physics BC because I don't want to take it in college.
All right.
I'd like some manufacturing because in CFC it's all taken up.
Thank you, Coyotes, for watching this week's Run Again. Reporting for Good Morning Castaic, I'm Jackson Sigmund.
Thank you, Coyotes, for your responses.
Now let's send it over to Connor with some important announcements. Connor?
Happy Monday, Coyotes. Here are a few quick announcements to start your week. Castaic's 6th Annual Student Art Show will be held on Tuesday, May 6th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. in the Castaic High School Library. Appetizers and beverages will be provided, so please come and support the creative minds of Castaic High School. Join Castaic Theater tonight in room 924 for student-directed one-acts. Student performances will be held from 6 to 7:30 p.m. and admission is free, so be sure to come support Castaic Theater. The LA County Youth at Work program is offered to individuals aged 14 through 24 and aims to provide the youth with access to paid work-based learning and work readiness services. Please reference the Castaic High School Daily Bulletin for more information. To finish off with club news, please head to room 257 tomorrow during lunch if you're interested in the realm of creative writing. The Creative Writing Club provides a space for students interested in writing to develop their skills and collaborate with others passionate about writing. Those are all of the announcements I have for you Coyotes this week. Now let's send it back to the hosts.
Thank you, Connor, for those announcements.
Across the world, certain countries have some interesting laws set in place. Right now we're gonna send it over to Aiden, who's highlighting 3 of them.
Laws. Laws exist to keep things in order, but every now and then you come across one that makes you do a double take. Some rules are outdated, others are oddly specific, and a few are just plain bizarre. But no matter how strange they seem, they were created for a reason, at least at some point. Today, I'll be taking a look at 3 of the weirdest laws still in effect today. First up, Singapore. If you enjoy chewing gum, think twice before bringing it here, because since 1992, selling or importing gum has been illegal. Why? Because people kept sticking it on sidewalks, train doors, and anywhere they shouldn't. The government decided enough was enough and banned it altogether, except for medical purposes. First-time offenders can be fined up to $1,000, and repeat offenders, up to $2,000 plus community service. So, if you're headed to Singapore, maybe pack some mints instead. Now, let's head to Switzerland, where owning just one goldfish is illegal. As of 2008, Switzerland passed a law stating that goldfish, being social animals, should never live alone. And it's not just fish. Owning a single guinea pig or parrot is also against the rules. While there's no set fine, authorities can require pet owners to get a companion for their lonely animal. So, if you somehow wind up in Switzerland and think about getting a pet, remember, one is not enough. And finally, in France, naming a pig Napoleon is illegal. This law dates back to the early 19th century and was meant to prevent disrespect toward the former emperor, Napoleon Bonaparte. While it's unlikely anyone will come knocking on your door for breaking this rule today, the law technically still exists. So, if you ever find yourself in France with a pig to name, maybe go for something a little less controversial, like Pierre or Francois. It's strange to think about how laws can reflect a country's history, culture, or even just an old concern that never quite went away. Some rules feel outdated, some make sense in ways we don't expect, and others, well, they leave us with more questions than answers. Either way, they're all a part of what makes the world such an interesting place. So, wherever you go, keep an open mind. You never know what kind of unusual rules you might run into.
Well, Coyotes, that's all we have for you today.
Make sure to tune in next week, and don't forget to follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Good Morning Castaic.
We'll see you all next week, Coyotes.
Bye.
Bye.